Alright, so if you are a content creator, a blogger, or a small business owner, you might already know how important it is to have an email newsletter and invest into email marketing. And in fact, for every dollar spent into email marketing, typical businesses makes around an average of $36 in return. And that's a 3600% of ROI or return on investment, making email marketing one of the most profitable digital marketing channels out there. And not just that, if your brand is completely dependent on social media, a simple algorithm change from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or whatever the platform you're using can tank your entire impressions and brand viewership. However, email marketing and email newsletter side of things, and the audience is almost always consistent, and you literally own your audience. So you don't have to worry about any algorithm changes of anything as such. In fact, I started an email newsletter for one of my blogs, and within less than 6 months, I was able to increase my page views on my blog by over 15%, and also alongside built a real audience. Okay, at the end of the day, if you look at it, I own my email audiences, and all the people that are in my contact list, I can reach out to them, send potential offers, convert them into customers, or promote potential affiliate products as well. Even though email marketing is this amazing, one single thing that is holding people back from trying it out is how tedious and how difficult it is to get started with the whole thing. And there are many different email marketing platforms that you can start with, but today in this video, I will show you how you can use Selzy email marketing platform to create a campaign using their intuitive drag and drop email builder and some cool AI magics. So without wasting further ado, let's jump straight in. Alright, so the first thing that I want you to do is to click on the first link in the description below and access Selzy. And once you're on this page, you can simply go ahead and click on the start for free option and create and sign up for a new account. And the coolest part is that Selzy offers a free plan where you can go ahead and try out the software and send up to 1500 emails and store 100 contacts all for free without having to pay for anything. So that's the coolest part about Selzy. So the first thing, sign up for a new account. And once you're signed up, this is going to be the interface that you'll be treated with. All right. So obviously, once you sign up and set up a email marketing platform, obviously the first thing that you want to do is to integrate it into your website. Okay. For in this context, let's say I have a WordPress website. Now all I gotta do is to click on this option that says integrations and click on all integrations. And here you can find all these platforms where you can integrate Selzy into. And let's say I have a WordPress website and I can go ahead and click on this WordPress option and you can integrate it into the same. And if you have a Wix website, you can go ahead and click on Wix, or Webflow means this one, WooCommerce. You have a lot of options, including Squarespace. All right. Now that I have a WordPress website, I can simply click on this WordPress option and it will ask me to download a plugin. So all I gotta do is to download the zip file from here and go to my WordPress dashboard, upload the plugin and set up everything. And once I have the plugin installed, I can go to my account settings and go to settings, and I can go ahead and grab the API key and paste it into the plugin, and the integration process will be completely done. And once the integration process is complete, you can start collecting your visitors' email and store it into your Selzy contacts. And now that you have integrated the Selzy email marketing platform and started collecting contacts, the next step is to send them an email, right? And one place where Selzy excels really good is its intuitive drag and drop email builder. So to get started, all you need to do is to click on this create campaign option. So simply click on this plus option. And as for designing your next email, you have two options. So the first one is that you can go ahead and click on this start from scratch option, and you can start building your email using all the elements that is available, which I'll get to in a moment. But other than that, you also have another option, and that is to quickly get started with one of these templates. So if you go through this section, you will be able to see a lot of templates that you can start customizing in a single click. Selzy has different variety of email templates like Black Friday, tourism and hotels, businesses, e-commerce, holidays, Valentine's Day, and a bunch of others. And let's say you're running late and you want to launch your, let's say, a Black Friday email campaign. Now all you gotta do is to open Selzy, and if you click on this Black Friday option, you'll be able to see a lot of templates like with the Black Friday themed template. And to start using it, all you gotta do is to simply click on this one, and if you want to view a preview, you can simply click on this preview option and a full screen preview will show up. I will show you how to quickly get started with the template, but first I'll go ahead and design an email from scratch. So I can click on this option that says start from scratch. Alright, so this right here is Selzy's intuitive drag and drop email builder. So if you look to the right side, you can find two options, that is elements and blocks. So when you click on the elements option, you can see a bunch of different options like image, AI image, text, heading, list, social media table, countdown, and a lot more. And if you click on this block option, it will show you a bunch of pre-made templates, or let's say blocks. So you can go ahead and simply drag and drop it over to here and start building it. Now let's say I want to include, as the first element in my email, I want to include a header. So I can simply click on this option that says header, and you'll be able to see a bunch of header options that I have. And for this one, let's say I want to put this one. So all I gotta do is to simply drag and drop it in here. Okay, now we have our header done. As easy as that. And next up, let's say I want to add an image. So all I'm going to do is to click on this option that says banner, and I'll be able to select a lot of different image options. So if you have to show, let's say, one image, you can either put this or this one for video and image. And let's say if you want to show multiple images, you can go ahead and drag and drop any one of these. And in this context, I want to add a single image, so I can simply drag and drop it in here. Okay, now I have the image section done as well. And if you want to add an empty space, all you gotta do is to click on this option that says empty blocks, and you can simply drag and drop it into here. And now let's say after this image, you want to divide the section into two sections. So you can go ahead and drag and drop it to here, and you will have two individual sections. All right. And now let's say I want to add a list to either of these boxes. So I can simply go ahead and click on one of these and click on list UL, and I can click on the other one, and let's say I want to put, let's say, a text in there. Okay, now this way you can divide it into multiple columns and start adding the content as well. But for now, let me say I just want to add a simple header here, so I can simply drag and drop a header in here. So we have the header text, and then I want to add a block of text, so I'll drag and drop the block of text as well. Okay, all right, so we have the text as well. And next up, let me say I want to add a block where I can showcase two of my products. So I can go ahead and click on this e-commerce option, and you'll be able to see a bunch of ready to use templates. And for this one, let me say I want to add this one right here. So two blocks. And as you can see, we have two products here. And essentially we have divided this column into two sections, or two columns you could say. And we are now showcasing two different products. All right. So we have our header ready. We have an image. We have the header text. Then we have the text. Then we have the product. And the last thing that I want to do is to add a footer section. So I can simply go over and select this footer option, and I can simply select one of these. So let's put this one. And now the structure of my email is completely done. And all I got to do next is to sort of add content and customize it. And before I start customizing the template, let me quickly go over other elements that is available within the Selzy's drag and drop builder. So as for the headers, these are all the designs that you have. And if you click on this content option, you can go ahead and start adding different variety of content like this. Then we have list, like styled list. Then we have buttons, different kind of button, combo button, button with text and a bunch of others. And then we have features, where we have multiple containers and boxes with icons and a lot of features and other stuff. Then you can go ahead and click on separators to add a separator in the email. And call to action, you have a nice call to action with nice background button and a huge text. And if you want to, you can also go ahead and add article polls and all that stuff. And one more important thing that I want to show you is this countdown option. So let's say you want to add a countdown to your email. So you can go ahead and simply drag and drop it anywhere on the email, and you can simply customize it. Now you can go ahead and customize the days, numbers, and everything else from here. Now I don't want to add this countdown, but this is the basic structure. All right. Now the next thing that I want to do is to customize and style it according to my needs. And first up, I'll go ahead and play with the colors. So I can simply click on this option that says settings or styles, and we have two options. So the first one is global styles and the other one is content styles. Now I want the entire email to have a white background. So I can click on this email background color option, and then click on it and select white. Now as you can see, our entire email has turned white. And again, if you want to add a image as background, you can simply go ahead and click on this image option and put a image as background. And you also have the option to adjust the border radius and all other things. And now if you move over to the content styles option, this is where you can go ahead and select and customize each and every individual elements within the email. But before we make content style changes, let me quickly go ahead and add some details into this email. As for the header text, I'll go ahead and add this one, master coding with exclusive Black Friday deals. And I'll go ahead and add a description. So I'll put this one right here. So this is the description that I want to put. And maybe I can go ahead and edit the email addresses and everything, but for now I'll keep it as it is. And next up, let's say I want to add details of two courses in here. And next up in the product section, let's say I want to add details about two of my courses. So the first is going to be, let's say, Python course, again just for demonstration purposes. And the next one is Next.js course. So let's keep the pricing as it is. And the next important thing is to obviously replace these images, right? So I can click on this image option. I can click on the replace option, click anywhere on the screen and select the Python logo. So this one right here. So I can click on open, and this way I can upload any image from my computer and add it to my email. So let's wait for a few seconds. All right, so the logo is uploaded. We have this nice Python logo right here. And if you want to resize, you can simply go ahead and put the cursor on the corner and simply click and drag and drop to resize it. And similarly, let's say I want to add the Next.js logo right here. So I'll go ahead and select it and click on open. And by the way, it supports PNG, JPG, WebP, and even SVG format for that matter. So let me quickly go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. So we have added both these logos. Now let's say I want to replace this logo and add my company's logo to my email newsletter. So I can click on this logo and click here, and I can go ahead and drag and drop a image. So I'll go ahead and select a random image, and as you can see, we have the updated logo right here. And if you want to make it a little bigger, you can go ahead and drag and drop like this. All right. So I want to change this weekly newsletter to, let's say, Black Friday deals. All right. So we have the basic structure done and ready. So we have all the content that we want to. And the next important step is that I want to include a main image. Okay. Let's say a banner. Now I can click on this image option, and it will give me a couple of options. And as we saw earlier, we can either go ahead and upload the image or find a stock image or a GIF, or I can go ahead and generate an image using AI. For example, let's say I want to a person working on a computer. So this is the keyword. I'll go ahead and hit enter, and let's wait for a few seconds. Now AI will go ahead and generate an image. All right, so this is the image that AI has generated, and if you want to use it, you can simply click on this use this variant option, and this AI generated image will be instantly inserted into your email. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds, and there you have it. We have a nice image of a person working on a computer, and we have everything else. And now apart from that, there's also other customization options. For example, if you look at this heading section right here, the padding is a bit off, right? So we have a bit more space in here. So to reduce this padding, all you gotta do is to, when you highlight on the edge of these boxes or the elements, you'll be able to find these dashed section right here. So you can click and drag and drop to increase or decrease the padding. So in this context, I want to reduce the padding, so I can simply drag and drop it a little bit like that. Okay, that looks good. Similarly, you can go ahead and adjust the padding settings for any blocks or elements just like this. You can either do it this way, or you can go ahead and click on this block settings. You can adjust it here as well. You can increase or decrease the padding just like this. And now let's say I want to change the color, or let's say I want to change the font of this heading right here. So all I gotta do is to simply click on this one, and the properties box will appear right here. So if I want to, I can change the alignment of the text. So I can center it, and then I can go ahead and click on this option to change the font. Now I can click on Google Fonts, sans serif. I can go ahead and select whatever font that I want. For this one, let's say, let me put Roboto and black. All right, so this is the font that I want, so I can put that. And if you want to put italics, I can do that and do all other stuff. And if you want to increase or decrease the size, you can do that as well. So this seems perfect. And to change the color, all you gotta do is to click on this color option, text color, and change it to whatever color that you want. And if you want to add a background to the text or heading, you can simply select or highlight the text or heading and click on this option and change the background as well. Okay, for now, I will leave it as white. And now let's say I want to change the font of this particular text right here. So I can simply click on this one. And for this one, I'll again select Roboto, and this time I'll select medium option, or maybe regular. And yeah, easy as that. And now another cool thing that I like a lot in Selzy is that you can use AI to generate the content for your email as well. For example, let me quickly add a block in here. So I'll add a blank block right here, and then I'll drag and drop, let's say, text in here. Okay, now have random text in here. And let's say I want to add some content and fill this text. I can click on this option that says AI Assistant. And this is a built-in AI assistant right within Selzy. And let's say I want AI to write a content that I can include in here. So I can say, write a couple of sentences about my Black Friday deal on coding courses. And I can click on send, and within a couple of seconds, the AI will write exactly what I asked for, and I can simply copy the content and I can go ahead and paste it in here. So this way you can use the AI functionality in Selzy to quickly create content using AI. So Selzy can let you create AI images. So you can simply give a keyword and generate images and include directly into the email. And similarly, you can also go ahead and generate textual content and include it into your email as well. So you have a couple of options right here, like copywriter, proofreader, marketer. So these are basic roles that you can assign to the AI. Now that's for that. And now I can enter a subject line here. So let's say Black Friday deal, get 50% off. And if you want to, And if you want to, you can also enter a pre-header as well. Now we have designed this entire email only using all these drag and droppable elements, right? Now if you want to view the code for all these email, you can simply click on this code option and you can switch over to the code mode. And now you'll be able to see all the HTML and CSS and everything else responsible for building this particular email. And if you want to, you can also go ahead and copy it. And if you want to use it for testing purposes such that, you can go ahead and copy it from here. And for now, I'll click on save. And now it's that simple to create an email using Selzy's drag and drop builder. So basically we've created an email entirely from scratch. And as I shown you earlier, we also have the option to select a template and edit it as well. So I'll head back to the campaign section, and here I can see a lot of different email templates. And for this one, let me select one, let's say e-commerce, and let's explore the options that we have in here. Okay, so I like this one right here. So I can simply click on this use option, and Selzy will instantly load this template into their editor, and I can go ahead and start customizing it according to my needs. So as you can see, we have this nice email template, and now as I shown you earlier, you can go ahead and click on all these images and start replacing the content. Or if you want to start editing the text, you can go ahead and do that. And if you want to change the text colors and everything, you have complete freedom. So the template in Selzy is a good way to get a starting point. So you can quickly import a template, and then once you have the basic structure and everything ready, you can go ahead and start replacing the content in your email. So this is also one more important thing that I really want to highlight. And again, if you want to view the code, click on this option and everything else works. And now once everything is done, you can simply go ahead and click on this continue option, and with the press of a button, you can send this email that you designed using the drag and drop interface and all the AI content and everything. You can send it to all the people in your contact in a single click, and they will receive it in their email. And now that's how simple it is to create a email design from scratch, or use a template and customize it and start sending it to your audience. So in less than 10 to 15 minutes, I was able to create an email, let's say a Black Friday deal email newsletter, and I was able to send it to all my audience. So this is a typical workflow or use case. So you go ahead and start with a template or start from scratch, simply drag and drop all the elements that you want to include into your email, like headers, footers, images, text, heading, and you can simply go ahead and replace the content and adjust all the settings and customize it. Let's say you want to change the color, the size, font, the styling, the everything. You can literally change every aspect of all the elements within this builder that Selzy is offering to you. So if you have any plans to start integrating email marketing into your small business or website, you can simply click on the first link in the description below, sign up for a free Selzy account, start collecting the contacts, and you can design emails and send it out in a jiffy. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you in this video. I hope you guys found this video useful. If yes, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.